space is open to us now. We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
Welcome everyone to our Dungeons and Dragons game. My name is DM Steve and we are the Dicks in the Dark. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons and all that kind of thing, don't forget to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of our cool games. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Ring the bell, leave a comment, share the stream, all that kind of thing. We appreciate it, and if you're new here, we appreciate that as well. Hello, guys. Garrett, how you doing?
I'm all right. Pretty calm, nothing really crazy going on. I'm supposed to have a delivery tonight. I might have to step out to take care of that, but I don't know. It's not looking likely at this point.
I was gonna say it's like this is pretty late for a delivery. I mean, I'm
Well,
not saying it couldn't happen, but
the delivery window they gave me was from 5 to 9. So
okay, all right.
within an hour, we'll see.
Still a possibility that Garrett might have to do some heavy lifting. Dungeon Dan, you doing any heavy
No.
lifting today?
No, I can barely see. Everything is blurry, so
Excellent.
yeah.
That's why you're all like,
That's why I'm like this.
yeah.
Because I had my pupils, both of my pupils dilated this afternoon, so I'm like, woo, fun stuff.
Right. Cameron,
Hello, hello.
how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we're doing okay. Here to play some D&D.
Excellent. No naps this time. We're here.
No naps. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. No, we're good. I think we're all right. Cool. Well, let me get over to the main event
Main?
screen over here. Yeah, let's get over to main, home of Stephen King and lobsters. And Garrett, why don't you roll us a little bit of a vibe, maybe, just for.
Helps if I'm in the right game to begin with.
Yeah. You also look like you were blinding yourself.
Yeah, that was switching games in Roll20.
Hmm.
48.
48. Could be good. Could be interesting. All right. Well, decent vibe. Seems like we're pretty low energy tonight. It got really cold again. Is it cold there, Cameron? Like super
Oh.
cold?
So cold. It's been near zero the past couple days. I'm so fucking tired of it.
So yeah, it's like it was 5 degrees last night here, and my entire skeleton hurt. Like every bone, like you know how they say like every bone in your body, like every bone in my body hurt, like from the top of my skull to like my toe. It was just, it's awful. It's awful being an old man.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Oh, jeez. The cold, like, oh, man. And then I think there's something with the pressure, too. Subscribe and hit like to Dicks in the Dark for ailments and weather complaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully it's temperatures on the rise, I think. But man, it's freaking cold here. So
What happened last time?
yeah, that's what we should probably do. So last time on Up and Away, or last times on Up and Away, because I'm probably gonna go back maybe a little bit for this one just to kind of refresh some things. So the party was once two parties. Argyle, Guthix, Wren, Kegel, and eventually Thiwar. They lived in a manor house. Because of some incidents at a fort, that fort right there, they got caught up in some problems with the government. And because of that, the Roanoan Empire wanted to keep tabs on them. Put them in the manor house with Thiwar. Of course, Thiwar is actually a plant from the government. We all know that now, but didn't then. Not at all.
Yeah, we totally trust.
What?
We totally trust the War, who was a plant from the government, but fuck on ya.
right. Yeah, but Thiwar has proven to be trustworthy, and Anya maybe hasn't
I know.
necessarily. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, while there, Guthix met a small creature that dwelled in the garden. Marth or Marf, depending on how you're hearing it. A little humanoid. Difficult to describe. Very small. Speaking only in his name. Marth. Marth, 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 Marth. Guthix was intrigued by this little creature, which he eventually identified as some sort of an elemental spirit. He worked hard to communicate. I mean, this lasted for a long time. Guthix was going back there trying to talk to Marth all the time. He befriended Marth, eventually being able to communicate with him. And then, on an adventure up north, here up the coast, the party, led by Guthix, encountered another group, a whole village of these elemental spirits, and his new friend Garth. Guthix and the party were able to return the heart of their village. In fact, a little elemental doorway to the elemental plane of water, I think. It reinvigorated their village, and they were indebted forever to Guthix, making him kind of part of their tribe, in a sense. Now, things progressed. The parties were recruited by Captain Nova. They went off on the airship Destiny to discover the mysteries of the world, mysteries that they could not have imagined, eventually exiled from their world on the starship Destiny. Their crew going across space and time. But then the evil Syn attacked their homeworld. Argyle raced back, and some of the others raced after him. And now that group is back on your homeworld. Guthix had some visions. Turned out that some of them were true. You're back at the Luccheses. Alonso, the sex toy from next door, he's there. Barlow, the bath dwarf. Marth, of course, the little elemental spirit that we discussed before. Lucchese, Lord Lucchese, your benefactor and friend. He's injured by the Syn. His wife and toddler. But one person is missing. Argyle's wife, Elise. She has been captured. You see, in the center of Porta Nova has crashed a Syn Invader. They've erected a giant force field, and they're terrorizing and snatching the citizens. They snatched Elise. Argyle is the only one who should snatch Elise.
Yes.
But the elemental plane of butt honey, says Nathan. No butt honey here. No, not yet anyway. Not yet. That's a different invasion. So now you find yourselves in the Lucchese Manor, or under the Lucchese Manor, kind of hiding out, resting, trying to figure out what your next moves are. You are, of course, connected to the Destiny, at least for now, connected to the other Syn ship that is headed to the biolab, Syn 710. It's going to take them a while to get there. And that's where we find ourselves right now. It is the evening. You've arrived. Everybody's probably exhausted at this point. And you've gotten some information about various things from info, and about how the Syn operate, and how this is kind of par for the course for kind of a Syn invasion force, or at least the beginnings of a Syn invasion force. So, is anybody going to do anything at night before sleeping?
You'll probably brush my teeth, do laundry, make dinner.
Right.
No, not really.
No? Okay. So,
Argyle is.
okay. What is Argyle doing?
He's sitting down with Lucchese.
Okay.
He's like, so, hold on, I gotta fix this voice.
Yeah.
Because if I do it wrong, I'm not gonna
Remember,
be
it
able
doesn't
to
have to be gruff.
Right.
Think old Argyle was just
Right.
more like dumb than
Yeah.
gruff. He was more like,
Yeah. So, Lucchese.
yeah,
He's trying to be whispering.
Yeah, Argyle.
Is there any way, any tunnels into the city below that field?
Fortunately, we're pretty sure the field goes underground.
Have you tried? No tunnels?
There are tunnels, but as far as we can tell, he goes to like make a motion, and he's like and it's because his shoulders like hurt. He's like,
Well, remember, he's been healed.
Oh, that's right. He did. He got
a good deal of healing.
He did get a good deal of healing, so he's still resting. He still might be a little sore though.
He's still a little stiff.
So he's like, we believe that it's a sphere. When you approach from catacombs or tunnels underneath, as you know, there are a ton of tunnels underneath the city. It seems to be conical down, almost like it's a ball.
Well, okay. So no tunnels, Probably can't get in through the waterway. But here's the thing. I know this might be difficult for you to understand, and we tried to explain it. But those two guys, he points over to yeah. He points over to Fizz and Fizz and them.
Yeah. Fizz and Drake.
Fizz and they have ships as well that could get in. But also, a while back, we stole, well, I stole one of their ships, those Syn. And that's how I got here. I brought it here. We might, I don't know if I'm smart enough to do it, but we might be able to use their ship to get through their field. Now they'll know we're coming because they can see us. But as a last resort, that might be the way to go.
I think I understand. Yeah, I think I understand. There is one other thing.
Yeah.
They have these large wagons. When the wagons leave the field,
Yeah.
it seems to, for a moment, weaken, or there's some sort of a hole, maybe where these wagons come out. They're great big wagons, black. They look like giant bugs.
Okay.
They shoot fire from the top.
So
Oh my god.
you okay,
Excuse me.
Lucchesi?
I need some tea, Argyle. Excuse me.
So when that happens, we might be able to slide in when they go back through. Are they on a schedule?
It's random. It seems like everything they do, it's random. I feel like there's got to be some sort of a pattern, but it's like they're changing it up so that people can't adapt or don't know. We tried observing them, and well, we thought
Did Tanalana come with us?
Mhm.
She's there with us in the room.
Yeah.
If he looks around, is she there with us in the room?
No.
Of course not.
She was. When everybody arrived and you were talking, like I think like Astra was talking to people like
Mhm.
through the comm and stuff. Like she was definitely there during all that. That was like maybe like an hour ago while there was kind of still hubbub. People are like kind of bedded down now. So like a bunch of people are sleeping, and like those that aren't sleeping are kind of, off in their own little thing. And but no, you don't see Tana. Then again, remember you're in kind of a group of tunnels.
Right.
So it's possible that she's just like, you know,
Mhm.
the down a bit in a different corridor, finding dead dude bricked up in the wall. Somebody lost this
Yeah.
corpse.
So
That's my father. That'd be
Yeah.
a fucking revelation.
Yeah, that would be. So the little one that came with me, Tanalana.
You mean
We might,
the child?
She's not a child. She's a friender.
She's actually 3,000 years old.
Hot. No. No.
Cancelled. Immediately
Yeah, no.
cancelled. No.
Yeah, it's the trope. She's a 3,000-year-old demon.
Yeah.
It's okay. All
We
right.
can see if I can send her back to the ship to see if she can monitor. Come up with a pattern. There may be a way. Either way, are they coming out every day or every other day? Or is there a long time in between when they come out?
It's staggered. Sometimes they've come out up to 5 times in one day. Sometimes they don't come out at all.
All right. We'll work on this in the morning. You get some rest. It's gonna be heroin. Oh,
All
hey,
right.
wait. As he
Doing heroin?
oh
We're
oh wait a
gonna be
minute.
doing heroin. What?
He turns back and he's like, by the way, just so we know, what happened to our money?
We come to collect the destiny casket.
Assuming that
You put it in the bank. You put it in the bank across the river, didn't you?
I mean,
Argyle. I put it all on red.
assuming that our world isn't taken over by these blue devils.
Aren't they purple?
Yeah, you know, in like the weird light, they're kind of blue, purplish. It's hard to say. There's a
You-
spectrum of.
Wait a minute. They're being taken over by the University of North
Right,
Carolina?
right. Uh, if the banking system stays solvent, then
Okay.
well,
it-
and he's gonna start to like explain some like fiscal financial thing about about
The markets of
the markets and
capital.
the impact of these types of disasters.
Argyle falls asleep in the chair next to him.
But the thing that Argyle gleans from it, though, of all of the complicated things, is that while the bank was based in the capital, it is spread out, so there's a possibility that things might be okay. Again, assuming that your world isn't just trash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, because if that happens, it doesn't matter. So everyone's kind of bedded down and trying to get to sleep. And Guthix is he's laying down, and of course he senses a presence next to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've all
Okay.
had that in the middle of the night.
Is it
We've all
growing?
all sensed that presence.
Hello.
Marth, Guthix.
Marth, it's
Dan's like, I can't be on camera for this this ridiculous shit.
been some time. How have you been holding up?
Yes. Our world is in trouble, Guthix.
That it is.
Anybody else who's awake is just hearing Marth, Marth.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, anybody else awake is just hearing Marth, 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 Marth. You've had a
We're gonna-
great loss.
Indeed. In this world, and in my journeys, I assume you sense of Soth and his passing. But it is revealed to me that he's still out there.
No, not out there. In here. Ding. He's got a little glowy ET finger. He like
Mhm.
touches the little star on your chest. Follow me, Guthix. We have much work to do.
Okay.
You follow Marth?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
like actually following or some kind of like meditative spiritual following?
No, he looks like he's headed upstairs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guthix ain't getting no fucking sleep tonight.
Bow, chicka, bow.
Oh my. Gotta go to the bathhouse. Where's
Bathhouse,
Barlow?
Oh God.
So you follow Marth upstairs into the Lucchesi Manor, and then he leads you back into the backyard of the Lucchesis. Now, or kind of the side yard. If you remember, in the side yard of the Lucchesis, there's a hedge maze.
Yes.
Because you used to park the airship in the middle of the
Yeah,
hedge
we-
maze.
That's right. I just remembered that too. Like,
Yeah, I
isn't there
thought we actually-
a giant space in there?
Everybody's like, oh, I totally forgot. Yeah. Yes, yes. In
No,
the-
I do remember the head.
Yeah,
maze.
on the side.
I thought
'cause
we kind of destroyed it when we parked on it. Not gonna lie.
I mean, you kind of destroyed. You definitely burnt out a middle spot that wasn't there, but the hedge maze was big enough that like it kind of hid the Lucchesi. So Marth starts to kind of lead you through the hedge maze to the center where that cleared spot is where, you used to park the airship. So you get to the center of the hedge maze and there's just this, this open spot. And he leads you to the middle.
Okay.
All the other ones, all the other ones are there, getting ready to gang rape you.
Jesus.
What the fuck, Dana? In fact, you do see in the hedges, in the big like you feel like you see like little eyes and like you can sense like many presents.
Well, is it Christmas?
Actually, it is.
Hey.
It is, because didn't we figure that out that
It's right around
it's like
Christmas,
right
yeah.
around like Christmas. It's winter time.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's right around the middle of the 12th month. So that's right around solstice. So it is Christmas. Because
The
remember
city's
we
just
said
on fire. Merry Christmas, everyone.
it is Heroes Mass is like the old
Right.
holiday. So it's like that's like coming up in like a few days basically. So it is the Christmas season essentially. I heard a dog, I thought. Clickety click. I was going to say, is your delivery here? You've got only 20 minutes.
Nope, it is
No.
not.
No. Marth looks up at Guthix. Marth, are you ready, Guthix?
I'm always ready, friend.
As you say, I'm always ready. the hedge maze starts to burn up, and you kind of drop into this wild maelstrom.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
There's some acid happening right now.
into
We're into a DMT trip at this point.
yeah, into this wild maelstrom.
Did
Some
you just like paste my head on that character?
It's Guthix. It's you. Wait. You can zoom in real close. It's perfect.
Nice.
Yes. So, yes, you are surrounded by an elemental maelstrom, and you can hear and see millions, billions, trillions, and they're like, Hearth, 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 Hearth. There's like horns and like fire is like, Dan's trying not to cry.
Oh my god.
He's crying back there. Hearth, Hearth, Hearth. And you see Marth. And he looks up at you and he says, Guthix, this is the test. And then he steps out of the way, and in front of you, this giant flaming leopard appears.
Is it? Can it hear?
Can it hear? What?
Deaf leopard.
Is it a deaf leopard?
No. I think it is a hearing leopard.
That's good.
And it's initiative.
It's initiative. Oh my god.
There you go. That's perfect.
Oh my god. Oh,
Alright, that leopard's going first.
maybe. Unless Steve rolls shit.
Actually, it looks like you and the leopard are going to go at the same time.
Interesting.
What are you going to do? It looks like it is going to jump and attack you with its flaming claws. That's what it looks like it's going to do. It definitely looks menacing. And like you're surrounded by, again, like untold elemental spirits, and they're still chanting, Hearth, 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 Hearth. And it definitely feels like you're in some kind of a crazy coliseum.
Okay.
Guthix is like, what the fuck?
Don't use that one very often.
Ah, okay.
Although
All
I'm
right.
not sure if it applies. It could be fantastic.
Well,
Flaming deaf leopard.
also your spells might work differently here
That's true.
because you are not, and you're quite sure of that. You are not on the prime material plane. You are in some quasi-elemental plane. You're quite sure. You might be at the center of the universe.
Oh. And we left Rumby all the way back at the manor
I know,
house.
I know.
He's asleep.
Rumby's asleep in the manor.
Are we gonna leave Rumby and Chud at the manor house just sleeping the entire time?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Where's the leopard, by the way? You didn't make a leopard?
It's just a flaming leopard. Do you really need a leopard?
You know,
Let's see. I doubt it's gonna. Let's see, flame cat. Let's see if I can find anything here, real quick. We got anything good? No, no. There we go. Did that not work?
I don't there.
What the
It's
hell?
not showing. Are you putting it on the wrong
I'm putting it on tokens, but it doesn't. It's like looks like it's gonna show up, and it just doesn't.
I see things like blink in and out real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What about this one? There
There it
we go.
is.
This one worked. There we go.
Oh,
Meow.
it's a fire cat.
Meow. All right. It jumps at you, and right before it gets to you, it stops. Its fire claws literally licking your face. The flames.
Well, it's a good thing I cast that.
And it's initiative again.
If it wasn't so hot, there'd be beads of sweat.
Yeah. And of course you won.
Let's see, how long? One turn per caster level?
One turn per caster level, which means what? You're level 6, which means
for a whole hour.
It's held for an hour, assuming that holds. It's held for now, at least.
Pretty sure I have innate speak with animals. Don't I? That might be a soulless mysticism.
I think that's a soulless thing, yeah. You probably have access to the spell Speak with Animals. But I don't think that's like a regular ability.
Yeah, let me take with it.
So you cast Speak with Animals?
I do.
Okay.
Fiery leopard. Why do you attack me so?
It's like starting to shake. It looks like it might be kind of starting to break out.
You're not coming through. You need to say it regularly.
They're like, it doesn't work. I am your demons. You must defeat me. And it's initiative again.
Okay.
All right. You go first. It definitely looks like it's going to break free from your hold.
Okay. Some demons are to be destroyed. Some you must learn to live with. If I am to destroy you, then so be it. And I'm not quite certain this will work, but we'll try, because it's probably the strongest thing I have in my arsenal at the moment.
Okay.
Crit-
So, let's see. Okay. All right. So you summon insects from the flames that are like flying around. These like flaming bees start to come down and start to come towards the leopard, but also from the ground there are like these what look to be rock beetles, and they kind of burrow up from under, and they begin attacking the kitty, and then uh, they start attacking the kitty, and the kitty then breaks free from the hold, but doesn't get to do anything this turn. But next turn, or next round, will be free, and it is initiative.
Dude.
Dude?
Dude.
Dude.
Dude. Food. Right?
What's mine say?
All right. What is your armor class?
Um, armor class of 5.
Okay. The flaming leopard lunges forward at you, breaking its. You gotta be shitting me, you fucker. Breaking its spell, or your spell, it lunges at you, you dodge out of the way, it smashes into a rock formation in back of you, severely injuring one of its front paws, howls in pain, and then kind of turns around. And it is looking a bit. It's looking looking a little bit pissed off now. Not that it wasn't
Now.
before.
Okay.
Now it does. Yeah. What are you doing?
I guess I'm taking advantage of the opportunity. Let's see.
Taking the opportunity to write my novel.
Uh,
Cameron frantically scrolling down his spell list.
Literally.
But you've got all these bugs.
I mean, yeah, the bugs
Yeah, they're
have
gonna.
their separate
I was
action.
gonna say they're gonna be kind of just passive damage, which is which is good, of course. Let's see. Do I have?
Trying to, I think,
Create
'cause
food and water.
besides my staff, I don't have another weapon.
Do you not have your regular sword that you used to have?
Don't think so.
You don't have an
Like
energy weapon
one.
that you just can't pull it out. just.
He does not have an energy weapon.
Let me
Le-
grab my
that was-
lightsaber real quick. Yeah, because I pretty sure that I got rid of my other sword when I got Sarth,
Ah.
because I have my wooden staff, I have my bastard sword, which I could have one-handed or two-handed, and my damage and my all of the stats are surrounding that. So I imagine I just got rid of the other one. So I'm
I
gonna have
see.
to
I gotcha.
spell it out here.
Let's see. I'm looking to see if I can find some bugs. Ew. Oh, no, not that.
Okay,
Onion.
I have
There are no dick bees.
Oh, that didn't come out. No. Let's see.
so you can pretty much cast the inverse of any spell, right?
Only if you've memorized it backwards.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's the same spell, but it's kind of treated as a different spell because you actually have to memorize it or pray for it or whatever it is. You
Oh.
specifically backward.
So cast the spell backwards like demonic chant.
No. You couldn't cast it backwards. No, you have to learn it backwards to cast it, or memorize it backwards to cast it backwards.
Okay.
So, for example, you couldn't cast cause light wounds unless you specifically memorized it as cause light wounds, which you can do, right? But you have to memorize it as that. You can't flip it. Yeah, it is a weird quirk. Yeah, none of these bees are working. I thought I had a some kind of an insect thing at somewhere else, but now I don't know
Didn't you
where that
Didn't you have
is.
the swarm from the asteroids?
Well,
oh yeah, where are those? That's
guess I'm doing
right.
this.
I thought you had like asteroid swarm.
Ooh, there we go.
Going back to the roots.
Going back to the roots.
Used to do combat. Cast Shillelagh, hit him with the staff.
That is a way to do it. All right. So
Telling you, man, create food and water. Just create a bunch of water and just pour it on it. Number one, it's a cat. It hates water. Number two, it's on fire.
They might be cooking.
All right. So let's see. Why did it? That's super weird. Why did the cat disappear for me? Did the cat is the cat still there for you guys?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's rotated.
And it's there. That's so weird. It's not on my DM screen anymore. I don't know why, and I've lost the ability to control it.
Garrett, can you control the cat?
No, I
Nope.
don't think so. That's pretty funny. Okay, well then, you cast Shillelagh, and gosh, I think that's initiative, right?
Yep.
Because it barreled past you. I have to put up a little bit more damage as it gets whacked. Ooh, look at Guthix go. Oh yeah. It rolled a 5, so you just beat it. And now you can just beat it if you want to.
Just beat it.
All right, we're gonna make a little attack roll here,
Oh my.
and that's a +1 to hit, and it's
Okay.
2d4.
So you did just hit it, and because it's +1, so it's 5. Ooh, okay.
Well, at least it wasn't lower.
What's that?
Cause I rolled max damage on my just basic staff, and then I was like, I'm gonna roll my 2d4 and it's gonna be less damage, but it's actually the same
Oh,
amount.
yeah. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Ah, yeah. So, you smash your enchanted staff, which now has like swirling elemental whiffsaw coming off of it. You smash it into the flaming cat and crash into its ribs, and it turns back to you. Tries to claw you but misses, but then makes an attempt to bite you, and it hits with its bite. Ah. Ooh, 6 damage.
Ouch.
Ouch. Crunch. And it is initiative. Now, it definitely is first this time. It comes back around. Once again, there's still hearth. Oh, it slashes you with its one good claw. For 5 damage.
Jeez.
But misses you with its bite.
Okay.
Oh, you hit again.
Oh.
Ooh, damn.
Ooh, it is looking actually quite rough at this point. But it is still standing. And again, the crowd is still hearth. It's like getting intense. The flames are all around you.
There's jizz flying everywhere.
Ew. I think it's initiative, right?
There's Through the Fire and the Flames in the background.
Yeah. All right. It beat you this time. Comes at you with that claw, misses with the claw, but ooh, hits you with the bite. Another 5 damage.
Sheesh.
And yo turn.
Okay, I am going to. Let's see. I'm going to have to cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay, you cast Cure Light Wounds on yourself. You get 5 hit points back.
All right.
What's that put you at?
Back up to 13.
Oh. And it is initiative then. You go.
Nice.
Oh, shizness. Ha.
Still.
Well.
Yeah.
And then 2 more. Oh, it is looking incredibly rough. It looks like it's like the flames are just barely there anymore. It's almost like it's almost starting to look kind of translucent, like it's flickering out of existence, but it's still just hanging on. And once again, like there's like a frenzy. You almost can't even distinguish the separate spirits. It's just an elemental maelstrom. And did you roll initiative?
Nope.
All right. It goes. Ooh, it hits you with a claw for 4 damage. Ooh, it hits you with a bite.
Close one.
Only for 3 damage this time.
Damn.
It's looking rough, and I imagine you're looking a little rough as well.
Definitely looking a little rough. Let's hope this hits. Oh,
Woo! God almighty, you keep getting these like 18s.
okay. 4 damage.
One final blow. Guthix hits this thing in its face, and now I can't actually make it disappear because for some reason, maybe if I reload the page, the cat, the leopard, flaming leopard, dissipates. It is gone. I can't even. What the hell? Why can't I?
I thought it was gone, but actually,
That's
never there to
even
begin with.
worse. Hang on. Hang on. Is that what happened? Did I accidentally relaunch the game as a player on that side or something? I don't know. Yeah, there we go.
Garrett is now the DM again.
Yes, now I'm the DM again. Excellent. So the cat dissipates, and then you fall to your knees, and all of the elemental spirits kind of like swirl around you, and they finally like form onto your body.
You have to say that again because you actually cut out.
They form onto your body.
Oh God.
And Guthix finds himself back in the Lucchesi's hedge maze, covered in sweat. Injuries are real. You're injured as you were, but now you're wearing this golden armor, and you have a golden sword.
Oh.
And their name is Smarth.
Smart.
So you have the Smarth sword and armor now.
Are you just being a smart aleck?
Anything I need to note about these?
So the Smarth sword is actually very similar to the Sarth sword.
Okay. Good thing I still have that down in the notes.
The Smarth armor gives you AC 4 and is able to protect against it works against like energy weapons and all that crap. But your sword and your armor are the living embodiment of the combined essence of both Sarth and Marth.
Cool. Does that mean I can talk to Sarth again?
Well, you can talk to Smarth.
Smarth.
Yeah, because they're now one entity.
Combined new
Yes.
being. Got it.
Yes, they're one now combined new entity. So, and it's like it looks gold, but it's not. It's some sort of like elemental material. But it looks like gold. It looks like you have like a gold breastplate and like a gold sword, like a fully gold, like the blade is gold.
That's cool. It's very helpful. That means I don't have to get rid of that anymore. My friend. Thank you.
Smarth. Welcome. Guthix like drags himself back into like Cassie. He's all like fucked up. He's all singed.
I come in. What the hell happened?
Gold armor.
Oh, you know.
Argyle's like, am I seeing shit again?
Guthix is gonna sleep well tonight. Better than he has in a while.
Probably. So, and really not even much time has passed. It's a very, very small amount of time. So there's still a lot of night left. You finally pull yourself back into the underground, the Lucchesi's, drag yourself into bed, and eventually everyone gets to sleep. You do get a full night's sleep, so if you are hurt, because they actually like put like beds and stuff down here so that there can be some comfort, you do actually get a comfortable night's sleep. And everybody actually gets 3 hit points if you needed them.
Ooh.
Why is I just got an X alert, and it was like Scarlett Johansson's chest.
That's always a good thing to get.
I don't know why, but
First
no, I mean the actual account was called Scarlett Johansson's chest.
No. I follow Britney Spears on Instagram.
Oh, you have to. She's like a required follow. Of course I do. Oh my god.
So you've seen that stuff that happened?
Oh yeah, she's like
God.
absolutely insane. No, it's the best ever. No, it's hilarious.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
Yeah, no. It's definitely good stuff.
Oh yeah. And because she lives in Mexico.
She lives in Mexico?
She lives in Mexico. So whenever she does her posts, somehow I always get her posts first thing in the morning. So it's like the thing that I wake up to is her posts.
Bitch.
That's pretty funny. She's basically just like acts like a 20-year-old thought.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like looks like cracked out Britney Spears. So she's just like dancing around and just being all crazy and just doing whatever, and it's like, oh boy.
And we're talking she's dancing around in lingerie, and we're not talking like lingerie that's age appropriate. We're talking like skimpy lingerie, like super skimpy lingerie.
Yeah. As you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you would kind of expect, but yeah, pretty wild. Anyway, the nights passed. Oh, hey, another Nate. Oh, Dix, I'm missing the crap. You're just getting.
You just missed. You're gonna have to go back and watch which has happened.
Right. You did just miss some crap, but you're probably gonna. You probably did make it before some more crap starts. So good timing. So, everyone begins to wake up. If you need to sit and pray, meditate, or study for spells, then of course you have some time to do that. Anyone else? The Lady Lucchesi is probably starting to get some breakfast ready for everyone. So there's the smell of some food.
So I'm gonna send what's his face? Concubine boy,
Alonzo,
Alonzo,
Oh.
which
to our manor
okay,
to get everybody.
get what do you mean to get everybody?
Well, well, uh, fucking Rumby and Shutter up there.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Rumby
Even
and
though you
Shutter
mentioned it like 10 minutes ago or something, I totally I totally forgot about that.
Oh, and is Tonalana around?
Um, you
I'm
still
actively looking for her at this
okay?
point.
Yeah, Argyle's gonna have to look around for Tana. She's not immediately right there.
And he's not being quiet. He's Tana. Tana. He's like looking all around.
Come here, girl.
Tana.
Eventually, she appears. Oh yeah, I'm here.
So he's gonna relate to her to go back to the ship to start trying to figure out if there's a pattern to them coming out and going back in.
Oh,
See if
okay,
he
okay,
figures-
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want me to analyze to see if we can figure out if there's some sort of a pattern?
Yeah. Also, if there's a way for us to take our ship in, if we have to.
Like blast our way in?
Well, the way I figure it, when I ran away from the Destiny, the plan was if I ran into other Syn ships, I'd just look like them. Right?
Yeah.
So that means that because I got a Syn ship and we got a Syn ship, we should be able to pass our ship through a Syn field.
Hmm.
This is about as smart as Argyle can get.
Yeah, that doesn't work that way. We'd probably have to contact them and tell them to put that field down.
Well,
My Syn
here-
isn't very good, but I could try.
well, that's the last resort.
Okay.
Can you make one of us look like one of them, Syn, on a screen?
Actually,
Yes.
with this device that I just put together, it's still just a little bit not quite there for what I want it for, but I might be able to use it to make a projection of a Syn.
That might work.
Maybe.
Is Thiwar with us? He is, right?
Yeah.
I feel
Still
like-
invisible from like the other day.
I went to bed invisible, just a blob.
Yeah.
I feel like, because he's like an illusionist, right? Isn't that technically his class?
Yep.
Wouldn't that be something that you could easily do, like kind of like trickery, kind of like Ren has with his disguise self? Is that not something your class has?
I mean, what exactly are you trying to disguise here? The whole ship?
No, disguise yourself as a Syn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Duh. You do that. Of course.
Easy peasy.
Well, that'd work. That'd work too, because if we need to try to fool him to get through. That might work.
He's not the Syn you're looking for.
I was trying to figure out if I had uploaded the picture of Alonzo, and here we go. Here is Alonzo's. It's too big.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
You know, good for that.
Holy
Good for that lady. I'm
Wow.
happy for her. She went out.
Like, okay, like
There we go.
like is he of the same breeding stock as Nova? Because like they're all like these super thirst trappy people.
Well, he's supposed to be. He's Alonso. Anyway, there's Alonso for you, in case you were wondering.
Excellent.
In case you wanted to know.
Oh god.
All right. So Tana is going to. She's going to head back up to the manor house to go to the ship to hopefully try and wake up Rumby and Chud, and also do some scanning in the ship. So she kind of scurries off and disappears.
Oh, we sent Alonso up there too with them.
Okay, so Alonso goes with her as well.
Because here's the thing, Rumpy and Chud probably don't know how to get to the Lucchesi's house.
Right. That's true. Well, so I guess Alonso is gonna go chasing after Tanalana. Wait! Oh, no, hang on! Don't leave me!
God.
Anyway. So yes, so they scurry off, they're gone, and everybody else is kind of hanging out. Fizz and Drake are digging into Lady Lucchesi's breakfast.
Is that right?
Boy, that's is that a there's a euphemism.
Maybe.
Didn't know that Lucchesi was into that kind of thing.
Sharing is caring.
I didn't see, but another Nate said between movements is where I prefer to live. Like bowel movements? That's where I live too. Between That's where we all kind of live, actually.
Don't
In
you mean
between.
don't you mean the bowl
Bowl
movements?
movements? Yes. Right.
Oh my god.
So somebody roll a D10 for me.
This
Anybody.
is a classic Garrett Dan kind of thing.
All right, coming in. 10 D1s coming up.
Woo.
Okay. All right. Before you as you're kind of getting ready, before anybody takes off or does anything, you're kind of putting your armor on, people are like getting spells ready. Tana and Alonso have gone.
Alonzo.
Alonzo.
Alonzo. Dynamic duo.
He puts her on his shoulders. It's like Master Blaster. They become Ton Alonzo. That's actually kind of perfect. Oh boy. Anyway, so they've already taken off, but you get a communication from Astra. This is the commander to the away team. Away team, can you hear me?
You were kind of
No.
breaking up there a little bit. Could you repeat that a little bit louder?
This is Astra on info.
Hey, Astra, with the
We're going through a
with-
tunnel.
with the- can you maybe?
Thor, can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Yeah, we're good now. Go ahead. Go for away team.
Yes. Have you made any progress? What are your plans?
What are our plans?
That's a good question.
I'm thinking that we're gonna have to try to sneak through one of their escapades out of the barrier.
Hmm.
Well,
Guthix can use his invisibility to sneak on by. That could be instrumental to the plan in some way.
Commander,
Yes, Argyle.
we made contact with Lucchesi.
Ah, good.
He can hear you.
Yes.
Have they met? They haven't met Lucchesi, have
I
they?
mean,
Like,
they met Lucchesi back at the like the christening of the boat and all the stuff like back in the day. They kind of, but
oh,
they
that's
don't.
right.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
really know him super well, but they, and also Lucchesi's he was kind of a big shot, so people know who he is. So yeah, they have an awareness of each other. They know who each other are, kind of have met.
I always forget our team is from our planet. I always think of them as like the space team.
Right.
The capital's fucked.
Yes, we've gotten all that information.
Yes, quite fucked indeed.
It's unfortunate.
We're trying to come up with a plan to make it through the shield.
Yes, the information that I have says that they have what they call snatchers, and
Whoa.
the snatchers regularly exit the field,
The
creating
snatchers regularly snatch.
yes, creating some sort of a hole in the barrier that you
It
might
just
be
comes
able
out
to
and goes,
pass
"Woo!"
through.
And
The vehicles are heavily armored, and they're meant to, well, contain the inhabitants. Essentially, they go out and, well, snatch.
actually, what happens? Do we know? And he's talking to everybody at this point. What happens if you get snatched?
You
Like
end up
what?
in a lawsuit against P. Diddy.
There are, according to the information that we have, victims who are snatched are categorized into one of several categories.
Oh, no. Immediately. Like as soon as they snatch you, what happens?
As far as we can tell, they put you in a pen or some kind of a
So,
cell.
if I were to go and get snatched and get inside the snatcher,
Why did you choose this name, Steve?
You know why.
then
No, it's not a clean and jerk. Another Nate.
then technically I'm not in there with them.
They're in here with me.
They're in there with me.
That's true.
Do they knock you out when they snatch you?
Well,
That's a subtle P. Diddy reference. That's also a very subtle Bill Cosby reference for anybody paying attention.
You see, you gotta have these jello jigglers. No, the shh, boo. um, and I'd clear my mind of that for a second. What the fuck? Uh, what did you ask me again?
He doesn't even remember.
No, I asked if
He's been snatched.
I asked if they knock you out when they snatch you.
Ah,
So
yes, that's right.
they
That's right. Right,
do,
right,
do
right,
they
right.
do they like stun you and then snatch you, or are you snatched while you're awake?
It does appear that usually they do stun their victims. So often you will be stunned, sedated, or knocked out. Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Your
Okay,
weapons
that's not.
stripped of you, armor stripped of you, shoes stripped of
Many
you.
many things stripped of you.
Yeah,
Snatched.
dignity stripped of you.
Ah, all right. Well, that's not a good plan then.
Unless I could shove something up my butt. Like a real powerful gun. Maybe they wouldn't find it. Oh, they'd find it. They would. They do that. The snatchers are
Yep.
experts at finding contraband.
Yep.
So as you're talking to the commander,
Which, by the way, now we know what to call the people in our comments. Now we know what to call our followers. They're snatchers.
snatchers.
To me, they've always been dickheads.
Yeah, yeah. I had another idea the other day, but now I can't remember what it is. So you see Starla walks up and she says, "Commander, we have some more information." Yes. Uh, Shin A has developed a report from information taken from the derelict ship as well as the SIO Marauder.
Ooh,
Hmm.
big news.
All right.
Shania Twain.
Shin Twain. Read your report, Chief. All right. Hmm.
Bum, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba.
According to information that we have, subdriver Sufer Sequoy, who was labeled a traitor by the Syn due to his belief that Rubicon cannot be the Syn leader. Sequoy was the subdirector of a secret cloning project under the explicit control of Lore. According to this information, when Lore was killed, the project, which was only known to Lore, was rudderless. Sequoy and other scientists from the project defected with specimens from the project shortly after Rubicon took power. 4 standard years ago, Sequoy reappeared and acquired a junked and unregistered medical equipment transport on the black market. That's the ship that you encountered. He began recruiting former Auron scientists and sorcerers, and 14 standard months ago began conducting experiments to, and I quote, resurrect the most important leaders of our era and bring stability to the region. If the information from the SIO and taken from the derelict ship is correct, when the experiment went awry, leading to what you, our away team, encountered, Sequoy wasn't on the ship. And it happened only 3 weeks before we encountered the ship. It means there's a possibility that this subdriver, Sufer Sequoy, is alive.
Did you just say subdriver Super Sequoy?
Yeah, I did. That's the guy's name. So there's a little bit of an information dump from info.
Okay. To process that.
Yeah, again to kind of sum up, this Sufra Sequoia was like one of the heads at some cloning project that Lore had, like, from way before. When he died, he was the only one that knew about the project, so like the project was kind of like what do we do? That guy's not the leader. They left and apparently joined up with some people from Auron. So some people from Syn and people from Auron, which you kind of already knew because there was evidence on the derelict ship that there was kind of some sort of a team. But apparently the guy that put this team together might still be alive out there somewhere as some sort of a Syn. He's basically like a what do you call that?
A sympathizer?
He's a sympathizer. Yes. Yeah. He's like a traitor, exiled.
Commander, this is Mary.
Yes, Mary.
I was just listening in.
You're Mary.
But
We get
Mary.
That-
Yep. Are we too far out?
No. Oh. There you are. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Just had to tune this antenna.
Is there any chance that this, what the hell is his name?
Sufra Sequoia.
That this Sequoia could be looking for the clones, one of which we still have?
I guess it could be a possibility.
Then it may be to our advantage if we find him.
There you go.
Because
Sufra
it
Sequoia.
seems like
What's this guy's name?
Super Sequoia would be on our side. It's a scintillating supposition that I'm surmising.
surely you can't be serious.
Yeah.
Super cool.
You don't
But-
say.
Can you... Well, we're heading into Sin space. Do we have an image of this man?
At the moment, we do not.
Because I haven't created one yet.
No, there was no image of him on record. That's common with Syn. Well, if there's nothing else, Commander, I'll get back to it. Thank you, Chief. You're dismissed. Well, no plan then?
Not yet.
Okay, we ball.
I'll try and do some analyzing from here. See if there's anything I can help you out with. But let me know before you make your assault.
Like, you're breaking up.
That's an order. Astra out.
We could try to Trojan horse it.
Trojan horse it.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that sort of what we were saying with the ship?
With the
Is-
ship, yeah.
It's kind of like getting abducted, except just don't get abducted and
Yeah.
abduct them.
We abduct ourselves.
Yeah.
Are you going to wait for Tana and Alonso to like get back to the ship and then like call you? Is that kind of what you're waiting for?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we really have to figure out what we can do to get in there. Because if they've generated a sphere, it's going to be difficult to get in without really knowing how we can get in.
Right. So it takes about 2 hours. You're not really sure what the hell they were doing, but it takes about 2 hours for Tunnelonzo to get to the manor and then back to the ship. And she begins her scan. But
is Alonzo bringing the other two back?
okay. Let's see.
And we don't have Mike. I keep forgetting this. Mike went with the other people, right?
Yeah, Mike went with the other people. I'm positive. I'm sure Mike went with the other people.
Surely.
Surely.
Positive.
Surely he went with the other people. He didn't come with you, that's for sure. So
I'm looking at this name, and I'm just if you look at it really fast, it doesn't say Super Sequoia. It says Super Spicy.
super spicy, super Sequoia, man. So you're like waiting around, hoping that like Rumby or Chud's gonna come back, and you get Tonalana. After about 2 hours, Tonalana finally comes on the radio, and she's like, "Hello."
Howdy.
What's wrong with this damn thing? Hello?
Yes, hello.
I started my scan. So far, nothing's happening. We went into the manor, and there was horse poop in the kitchen, and we found Chud, and he's headed back to the house. But Rumby is gone.
Oh.
Did Chud
could
know where he
Rumby?
went?
I'm not sure Chud really knows much of anything, but no.
Did Heroes know anything?
Oh, Heroes told me that Rumby was up all night eating something that smelled really strange out of the kitchen, possibly old, and wandered out.
Oh no.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right.
Can you track him?
I mean, I can track life forms. I don't know, maybe. I can see if I can find him.
Don't worry about him. We need to get into
He has some energy weapons. I might be able to track him. Let me see what I can do.
I should be able to find Rumby with my Find Plant spell. Considering it's probably about the same intelligence.
That sounds about right.
Honestly, Argyle doesn't like him that much. And it's like if we just left the dude on the planet, all right. We just leave him here.
Did I just splash my glasses?
Oh.
Why do I have this horrible feeling that Rumby's going to get snatched?
Oh, he's snatched.
Snatched.
We're going to be in there. We're going to finally make our way through that barrier, and he'll be in there already. Already figured out the mission. 3 steps ahead.
4 steps ahead, as Rumby is all
He'll have found a forklift somewhere, somehow on this planet.
There's No, there is a forklift.
Oh, that's right. There is a forklift.
Do you mention the forklift?
Oh my god.
Do you mention the forklift?
Yeah, sure.
Because as soon as you mention the forklift, Drake's like, oh no. Oh no.
Can't wait till we defeat the BBEG of this campaign with the forklift.
With just a forklift.
Crazy.
Rumby driving a
Rumby
forklift through the streets of Porta Nova. The end of the universe! The end of the universe! Yeah. Okay. Now, of course, the problem with the Tana scanning plan is that in order for it to work, you have to gather enough information, which means that you like kind of have to wait. So she's kind of scanning, but at the moment, there's just scanning going on. So I guess the idea is, how long are you willing to wait?
Not very long.
We could do some direct reconnaissance.
I was thinking maybe we could go down and see the shield for ourselves.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I think I've seen them before, but, it's been a while.
Guthix could just stake out invisible. Or he could stake out and go invisible to pass through the barrier when it's time.
Well, don't
Honestly.
we have a bunch of people that can turn, you can't see them and stuff? You got that power, Guthix, and can't you do that too? Oh my God, your eyes! Jesus Christ! Garrett had some black eyes for a second. I looked over at him.
I have the right angle.
Yeah. Oh my God, Thiwar, you're freaking me out. Anyway, yeah. So how many people can go invisible? Invisibility and all that. I don't know.
What?
I don't know anything about it.
I mean, how many of us can do that? That is a good question.
Do I have the updated spell list? Like the new spells?
Yeah. You do indeed.
I can make as many of us invisible as I want.
Literally all of you, no. I don't think I prepped any additional than I normally would have.
Well, you just woke up, so you could prep again.
If we're saying I can change them right now, then yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just waking up and you're kind of still figuring your stuff out, then sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 4 invisibilities and a mass morph.
Wow. Yeah, we're good.
But I don't think we'll need the mass morph if we all use an invisibility.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Cameron,
Yeah.
it looks like you're in an earthquake.
Yeah,
it
does. You're definitely like
Like your camera was
I see.
camera was
yeah,
shaking.
your camera is definitely
I've got the restless leg and it's bumping my desk.
Oh, over the restless leg thing. Yeah. I had some restless leg for a little while, and there's like an over-the-counter medication for restless leg. And I like went and I was like, oh, I wonder if this works. And you know what the active ingredient in it is? Arsenic.
Oh, nice.
What? No.
Yes.
Interesting.
Nice.
Like a really tiny amount, but I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I've never been bothered by it to anywhere near the extent I would ever think of being medicated for it.
There was a point where I was having some like my legs were going and I was like not able to sleep. But I think it was like just extreme anxiety that I was having at some point. But oh man, yeah, I looked at the rest of leg medicine and I was like, arsenic.
Ooh,
Nope,
arsenic.
maybe not. Not FDA approved. Yeah, put that back. Anyway, speaking of things that are really good for you,
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Prime?
that's
Oh
probably
man,
that's probably the worst thing you could possibly drink.
Prime, such a love-hate relationship. It
I
tastes
think I
so
would
goddamn good, but
I think I
wow,
would
is it not good
rather
for you.
drink the arsenic actually.
uh, yeah, this is an amazing flavor of Prime though, because it literally tastes like the popsicle.
It tastes like America.
It tastes like It tastes like No, it tastes like the the
Popsicle. Yeah,
bomb
I know.
pop. Like, oh, it's
Mhm.
so good. Anyway, so you have a bunch of invisibilities. Are you going to attempt to invisibilitize everyone? And then obviously Guthix has his lamp. And so then you've got Argyle, Thiwar, Timmy, Guthix. Well, no, Timmy, not Guthix. Argyle, Thiwar, Timmy. You've got Fizz and Drake.
Yeah.
So if you've
So
got
I can't get everyone.
4, you can't get everyone, but you can get almost everyone.
Well, if you put Timmy and Fizz together,
Yeah, we're gonna.
You
you
get
He
trench
has an
coated and
trench
then
coated.
invisibility. The bottom one so that the top one becomes invisible as well. I mean, anything you're carrying also becomes invisible. So
that's
if
what I
you've got
mean.
another
You
halfling on your shoulders, technically,
You're carrying it.
uh, um,
Oh, and you've got we've got Chud too, and Chud and
right. Well, that's the other thing. You've got heroes. Can't. You're
That
probably not going to be able to hide Chud and heroes
well, wait a minute. If you make
unless you.
Heroes
Unless
invisible while Chud and one of the halflings are riding it, wouldn't that make all three of
And
them
that doesn't
invisible?
work. I don't think that works. I don't think you can do that.
the other option I have is to mass morph and make us all trees, and we could just slowly have a forest of trees moving towards.
I think
Unfortunately, it's like the middle of the city, so
Yeah,
there are very very few trees. So that would
Wait a
be
minute. Can you only mass morph people into trees? Is that the only option?
it's natural plant life of the area, so it doesn't have to be trees.
I'm pretty sure at spell level
Hedges.
4,
Hedges.
Guthix get like teleport to any tree.
I would say here's the thing about mass morph. I would say that like yeah, it because what it's for like large groups in like to hide like a big group coming to like raid your town or whatever.
Right,
Like
right.
a big army or something. That's what it's meant to do. It's
Yeah,
like,
because it's
oh,
up
there's
to
just a big
100.
group of trees and 200 people. Nah, there's not 200 people right outside our town. It's just a group of trees and then you're overrun by that group of trees. That's like the spirit of mass morph. So in a city, it would be like a little weird for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to figure it out now. Timmy, mu-
Timmy!
does he have like he might already kind of be able to not go invisible, but
Hide
he's
in
a
shadows,
hider,
stealthing.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he could definitely come out and possibly hide.
Timmy's coming out, guys. It's finally
I'm
time.
coming out. I
So
want the world to know.
I guess you'll have to decide how you want to do this. And if you're just sending people for reconnaissance, do you have to send everybody? I don't know.
Right.
I guess just, Fizz will be like, oh, I mean, do we all have to go for just taking a look? Maybe the people with the best eyes, or the people who are the quietest, or something like that. I don't think that horse is gonna help us much at all. Hey, you shut up about my horse. Fuck you.
Wait a minute. Does the horse does Ren or does Chud now sound like Drake?
Sure. Because I don't remember what Chud sounds like.
He's like, yeah,
Right.
being heroes.
Yeah, I don't think
We're
Chud
kind
is
of the
very
best.
intelligent either.
Yeah, Chud is.
Chud's kind of dumb, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, his
I'd
name
like
is Chud.
to. I'd like to speak with animals with Heroes and just discover that Heroes is a genius as a horse.
Heroes is definitely smarter than Chud. That's like 100% for sure. That's canon.
It's actually that we've been role playing with Heroes the entire time, and
Right.
Chud is
Right.
It's
Chud is actually the mount. He's actually the familiar, and the Heroes is
Yeah.
the
Oh my
character.
God.
That's it. That's how it works.
Crazy revelations here.
Believe it. Yeah, all kinds.
Mhm.
Pretty wild. I mean, yeah, I agree with Fizz. Maybe just send a small group down to kind of check it out. That way, something happens, you can always radio us. Maybe you can send a small group down close. Another group can check it out from far away on top of a building or something. I don't know. Well, who's going
what?
then?
Guthix for sure, since you have the land.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna just be doing reconnaissance, I guess Timmy shouldn't be.
If there's a chance for me to get inside, I'm going. Because boy, if he could just, that's all he's thinking. If he can just get in,
That's all Argyle's thinking about always, right?
If there's a chance for Argyle to get in, he's going.
That's what Drake's thinking too.
Let me ask you a question then. If you get an opportunity to go in, is there anybody you'd want with you?
Well, I've got Mother. Anybody who can fight.
All right. I'll do it. But only for you.
Just for you, buddy.
I appreciate it, brother. Hey, brother.
Slaps him on the back. All right. So Drake, Argyle, Guthix,
Presumably Thiwar.
Thiwar, right? And then
One more if we want that I can do.
Oh, hey, Tim, why don't we get up on we can get up on one of the buildings like Drake said, and we'll kind of watch from a little bit far away. We'll stay on the radio, and if they need us, we got our guns.
Probably a good
You guys
idea.
doing like a plane?
Thiwar, it's probably a good idea for you to save one of those anyway.
All right.
Because once we get in, if we don't shut down the shield, we gotta figure out a way to get out. But my plan is to shut down the shield. I like these ships. They're all like, Jesus Christ.
And
Argyle just steals Syn's ships.
Yeah, I'm collecting these now.
Yep.
Chud says that he and Heroes will kind of take a wide perimeter. He'll get on Heroes and he'll kind of take a wide perimeter around the field.
Okay.
Dan, issues?
Yeah, for a second. I was spinning for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. You guys were all roboting. I thought it was me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw a
really?
little bit of a hiccup, but it wasn't too much. It probably was Discord.
Okay, so it was all of us then.
Yeah, I think it was all of us a little for a second,
Okay.
but
Okay.
nothing major. It was just a little minor
All right.
hiccup.
All right.
Little minor hiccup. Oh, I missed that a long time ago, but of a stretch on all those syllables.
People are roboting again.
Oh no. Is Discord having some problems? We might be having some Discord issues.
I don't think it's Discord because
Well, it has to be Discord.
Yeah,
No, YouTube was doing it too.
Oh, really?
On my end.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Things seem okay for me except for Discord. That's where I'm having the issues, it looks like.
Come on, Discord.
Right. So are you headed down to the middle of town? Headed down to the middle of town.
Let's do it.
Woof.
Yes.
That was a yes. Woof. We heard that. Woof. Yes.
Woof. All right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good boy. So you make your way.
Before we do anything else, can we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah, do you have to pee? I might have to pee.
Yeah, I think we might need to do some stuff here. Because we're getting into things that might start.
Dan's got to take a crap, so
yeah.
Let's
think
see.
so.
We gotta let's see. There's got to be a little screen here. It says "Be back soon." Where is that? Where's my "Be back soon" screen? I'm always losing it.
I don't have a good one.
There it is. There it is.
Ah, there we go.
So no delivery, Garrett?
It's DiGiorno.
He didn't get his shelving or his cabinet or whatever was supposed to come, I guess. I think that's what he was talking about, some sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That's a crazy be back screen. What the fuck? I just now looked over and saw it. I was like, whoa.
What, for Garrett?
Yeah. Hat with the galaxy.
Yeah.
Going in.
Yes, that is great. Let's see. To freshen up this tea, maybe. And if you're still hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, ring the bell, all the YouTube stuff. We're just taking a little break, but we will soon be back.
I got a drink to show you guys.
A drink. Like an alcoholic drink? Uh-oh. Is it just me? Just me.
Yeah, this drink. Like a it's like a semi-juice energy drink. Not bad.
Semi-juice.
Yeah, it's
What
not
is
bad.
it? Let's see.
It's called Bing.
Bing.
There was a 2-for-1 sale at the store, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it. It's not bad.
Good? Good?
It's got about as much caffeine as a cup of coffee, so it's not super
Ah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Is it like does it have like vitamins and stuff in it as well?
Yeah. It's got 125 milligrams caffeine, 100 milligrams of L-theanine, 100 milligrams of ginseng,
Okay.
100% your daily value of vitamin C, 5 B vitamins, 100% your daily value.
Huh.
It's supposed to help immune support, mental focus and clarity. No gluten, no dairy. Let's see, is there any other cool stuff in it?
Yeah,
Yeah, a bunch of B vitamins,
is
exactly.
that L? Yeah. L-theanine is I take that for it's good for like anxiety. It's like good for your mood and your like mental clarity.
hmm
I take it
Something I've been on for a while is God, what the hell is it called? Ashwagandha. Do you take that?
ashwagandha, I do.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely helpful for sure.
Mm. This can was like right by the freezer unit in my mini fridge because it's all icy.
Oh no.
Well, I like it like that.
I have actually started like keeping water out of the fridge because I feel like I prefer room temperature water.
How Garrett looks right now, I don't know if you're not at your computer,
I
but
am
like
totally not.
you got to see it. That's how I
Oh my!
imagine that
Wow.
my astral visions and like my spiritual journeys are like half intermeshed with the green screen.
And I am
Nice.
glad I did that.
It would have been a huge
Well, no.
mess otherwise.
Well, let's put it this way. I just dropped like a Robert Plant solo album.
Rubber plant?
um,
Wow.
Robert Plant had a solo album
and
in
it was
the
a
80s called
Oh,
bomb.
Robert Plant.
it was called Big Log.
Oh, was it?
Ah.
I thought you were making a joke that it was a bomb.
No, it was not a bomb.
It
All
was a
7 people who
D-bomb.
are all 7 people who are watching and listening right now, we truly apologize.
Let us know in the chat if you've had a good shit recently.
And if it was super spicy.
All right.
I'll have you guys know that the package did get delivered at 10
Ooh,
p.m.
Oh, wow.
really?
Wow.
At the
Yeah.
very
Holy
last second.
crap.
Perfect.
Holy crap.
All right.
Although the mailman was late yesterday. Like it was dark when the mailman got here yesterday. I heard him on my porch and I'm like, who is on my porch at like 6:30 in the evening?
Oh, sucks for that mailman. Jeez.
I wonder how it's actually like being like I'm pretty sure mailmen do not make good money, but like
Oh
one of
no,
those delivery.
they make really good money.
Do they actually?
Surprisingly, more than you would think.
No. I always
Although
wondered about
when,
like
when you
UPS
start
drivers. I know they
when,
make hella money.
when you start out as a mailman, because I applied for the post office, way back. And when you start out on a route,
Mm-hmm.
you get the shittiest route in your town,
I'm sure.
and it's a walking route.
Mm.
So
I
you don't
don't know about that.
when you start out with a walking route in your town and no truck.
I don't know if it's like that anymore, but I
It was
do
back
know.
in the 90s. It was like that, yeah.
I know somebody who is a mailman, and apparently, at the moment, it's not a very fun job,
Ooh.
from what I understand. At the moment, not a very fun job, but
I bet.
Too high quantity of packages, I imagine.
yeah, they apparently, from what I understand, there's a lot of like, oh, you're finished your shift? No, you're not, because so and so didn't finish their shift, so now you get to work like 4
Oh.
extra hours.
Oh, what the
Like
fuck?
there's all kinds, yeah, stuff
Hell
like
no.
that, or like,
Plus,
or
don't you notice that now you see the mailman on Sundays?
mhm.
They're not delivering regular mail, but
Really?
they're delivering packages on
I've
Sundays.
definitely gotten packages
Oh,
on Sunday where I was like, huh, from the mail, where I was like, oh, this
Yeah,
is weird. But yeah,
postal
yeah,
service.
apparently if somebody's like route is like lagging behind, you'll get called in to like, yeah, and you have to. It's like a mandatory thing because they got to get the mail delivered. So it's just like, oh, I was supposed to get off at 4 o'clock today, but I guess I'm getting off at 8 instead because
well,
this other route's behind and whatever. Yeah, so apparently
yeah.
it's pretty rough.
Hope they make
Uh,
bank for it.
yeah, yeah, I think I have good benefits at least, you know. But
Hmm.
anyway,
Yeah.
so the are you going to invisibility yourself right away and go down invisible, or are you going to traverse the city
I
seeable,
think
visible?
considering
What am I talking about?
considering the ability of the sin, we should probably go in invisible, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's indefinite. I mean, the only thing is if you attack something or attacked by something.
Right.
Okay.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Are we having some issues?
Yeah, everybody froze on me there for a second.
I think we're still good. You're all right, Dan. Don't freak out. All
We're
right.
still good.
You're still good. Calm down.
You got this, buddy.
All right. So,
Even the dog's like, "You're good."
yeah. Guthix rubs his lamp,
Ew.
and it is long and thin. I remember like
Oh, then that's
describing
not
it, and
Gothic's
it
lamp.
does have like a it's long and thin with like a base.
Mhm.
So, so Guthix rubs his lamp, gets it all going, lights his lamp up, gets it all lit up, and Thiwar casts invisibility on his friends and himself. The halflings kind of try to see if they can find a tall building for which to get kind of you know, kind of a roof shooter view of the,
What a way to put that.
you know. I mean, that's what they're doing. They're gonna go up there and like look through their scope.
Oh, hey, Tana, come in. Damn it, Tana.
Oh, hey, Argyle.
Here's the plan. He relays the plan.
So you're just gonna go down and check things out?
Unless we can actually get in,
Um,
we're gonna be invisible though.
should I just stay here?
For now, unless we contact you.
Should I be ready?
Yes.
Always be ready.
Always be ready.
All right. So she climbs up into the pilot seat, and she's ready.
Storm, help us all.
And so you start to make your way down to the center of the city. Before you even get close to it, you can kind of see this pinkish glow because the force field is bright pink. It's
Would
like
that have been something that we would have seen though, when I did my flyover?
Right?
Okay.
Pink force
Yeah.
field.
yeah. I said it was opaque. I don't know if I described it as pink, but it is pink. It's almost like
pink.
it is
Oh,
the
pink.
It's opaque.
it's the pink of the Dix in the
Of the
Dark
stink?
logo.
Is it the pink
It's
of the
kind of the
stink?
pinkish purple of the Dix in the Dark logo. It kind of glows like that.
Ah,
Oh, I need to look up that hex code again. I forget what it is.
And it doesn't take you long, because obviously you're not very far from the center of the city, to make it down to where you can see this large bubble. And I mean, it is a large pink, it looks like a giant glowing gumball, just like right in the center of the city. And it's roughly about a mile.
so here's the question. Okay. When you say it's a like gumball, right? So from the perspective of the ground,
Yeah,
is
here.
it a half dome?
So
Because that means that's how
Yeah,
far
because we were talking about it extends into the ground with the
yeah,
tunnels.
yeah. So are we talking? Is it a half dome? Is it like a 3/4 dome that has a that kind of goes into a certain point of the point of the ground?
So here we go. Just here, let's give you some visual representation. All right.
Also,
So we got
when these snatchers come out, is it one in the pink and two in the stink, or two in the pink and
yeah,
one in the
you
stink?
know, of course. All right. All right. So here's the ground,
Oh,
and then you've got. So
here's
here's.
the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and here's all the people.
Right, there's like buildings, right? There's like that, and then
Boys, some of those floating buildings off in the distance.
let's see. So that's not quite right, but I move it. So it's like that.
So it does go. So it does go that deep into the ground.
So it's half and half.
So, well, I mean, obviously you can't see it, but from what Lucchesi has told you, like say this is
See,
a tunnel.
It's not like Argyle's going to say this word, but you can extrapolate from the top how deep it goes into the bottom.
Correct. And the way that Lucchesi described it to Argyle, like it would be like this. If you were in a tunnel and you saw it, you'd be like, "Oh,
I'm going through a tunnel.
Who the fuck is that janky dude?
that's Lucchesi."
Going through the tunnel, all broken up.
But, so yes, the Lucchesi described to you the way that he described it was as you see there, that like it was a kind of a bubble on the other side. So that's why he was saying, oh, it looks like it's totally a sphere, and from above ground it does look like it's about half a sphere.
I see.
As you get close to it, you can see that where the field goes through like buildings, like structures and stuff, it literally just cuts them asunder. And there are parts where like there's like maybe a building that's kind of like half and half, and the outside part is just kind of like collapsed backwards, and the inside part's kind of collapsed, and you can see where the force field just completely like split buildings. So you can almost even see as you get close to it where it kind of goes into the ground, and it almost looks like it like split the ground where it goes into the ground.
Oh. Pretty wild.
There's also something else. You can hear kind of like a hum as you get closer to it.
Now, would just throwing a rock at this thing be considered an attack?
Yes. Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Throwing a rock at it would be considered
Yeah.
an attack. You'd probably have to get one of the halflings to shoot it from the roof. They're officially Korean, by the way.
What?
Just for this
What?
game.
Oh, the Korean rooftop. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Does this? It's probably like harsher than that hum, though.
Mm.
Let's see. What about this one? Yeah, it's maybe like kind of like that. So you're getting like this, and it's as you get closer, it gets like loud.
This reminded me of the carnival one shot we played, where took a drag and just killed the whole carnival.
I
So,
see.
so are you kind of making your way around?
Yeah, do a perimeter. Is there any difference? Like, is it just even everywhere around?
It's even. It seems to
No,
be like a perfect circle, a perfect sphere.
no
Um,
ingress at all.
Not that you can see, no. Uh,
When it touches where it touches the ground, so it definitely like makes an indent into the ground.
if you look at it closely, yeah, it looks like it it looks like it's energy, and it looks like it's torn away. I mean, you can see where it's kind of split everything. Like I said, it's split buildings so that there's like the half of the building is just like collapsed because it's just half the thing. Some of them aren't quite collapsed, and you can still see kind of like the rooms inside or whatever. Also, up close, it's a little bit translucent, but only a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to get like really close to it, and you can kind of see almost like the shadows of like buildings and stuff inside.
Are there any birds or insects flying about? Is anything like that interacting with it?
Nothing is interacting with it, but there's like birds and insects out here, but no, they seem to be like totally avoiding the field.
And does the field go into the bay? Is
No,
it close enough to go into the bay or no?
no, not close enough to go into the bay.
Okay.
It is 100% inland.
Okay.
Yeah, in literally like city center.
There you go.
silly Super Sequoia.
Super McCoy.
Super Sequoia. Yes.
Man,
So, are you kind of going around, or are you like what is everybody doing? What's the group doing specifically?
so here's the thing. I can guarantee you, Drake doesn't go invisible all that often. Argyle definitely doesn't go invisible all that often. How are we keeping track of each other?
Or we're just bumping into each other all invisible. Like, oh, my bad.
I mean, I assume that you guys are just talking.
Yeah, probably just slight whispers, or Thiwar is probably just telepathically being like, "Where are you? What are you?" Or you could probably see imprints in the ground of footsteps too.
Yeah. I mean, generally you're kind of together in a group because you're kind of whispering your talk. You've been, at least up until this point, up until you've gotten to the thing, you've kind of been discussing a little bit. So yeah, you're vaguely together.
Is there anybody else out?
You haven't seen a soul. The only people that you saw out were Chud and the two halflings, and Chud, you imagine, is now somewhere circling the perimeter, kind of looking around town to just see what's up, which is what he said he was going to do. He's probably looking to see if he can find any civilians. And the two halflings have climbed up onto a nearby building and are kind of, looking off the roof of the building. I mean, it's not super tall because like the buildings aren't like massively tall here, but it's like a couple stories and they're like up on top of it. They're kind of like,
"Hey, Timmy,
Yeah.
can you throw a brick at the thing?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what happens."
I have a feeling this is gonna give me away, but sure, I'm gonna take a brick, assuming there's a brick nearby, and toss it at the barrier.
all right. So you look around, yeah, like it's there's a lot of debris and stuff around in this area because obviously things kind of went a little bit crazy. So there's some bricks and stuff off the top of this the roof of this building. So they're easy. You just got to figure out if you can launch this brick at them. How much of an arm does Timmy have?
I feel like pretty sure Timmy has a pretty average or maybe even above average strength. Let me
Go ahead and
11 strength.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 and what's his dexterity as well?
15 dex.
Okay. So, Timmy like winds back, launches this brick. The brick flies, and you see this brick comes from this building. It goes and kind of like makes a and when it hits off the side of it,
Like vaporizes.
kind of seems like it actually it hits it. It makes a and the brick kind of bounces back.
Oh, so it's like a physical force field.
So it doesn't vaporize.
It doesn't vaporize it. It actually bounces the brick back, and then the brick kind of like you see the brick because it kind of hits it higher up, and you see it kind of bounce back, and it like lands kind of back in the street.
Is Timmy bricked up?
I mean, he's got a bunch of there are multiple bricks there if he's trying to launch several bricks.
Bricks in the dark.
Bricks in the dark. Right.
No. Just curious. Are you familiar with that saying?
No, what is it?
When people refer to bricked up as just like full mast, You know what I mean?
Oh god.
Oh,
Like-
really? I
Yeah,
did not know that. That's funny as hell.
It's some Zoomer terminology.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Mhm.
So the brick hits the thing. Kind of, you hear this. It flies off. It flies off with some force as well. I mean, it kind of launches the brick back, and it probably lands maybe like 50 yards back away from
50
the.
yards.
Yeah, I mean, it
Damn.
launches it. It because you
Like
threw it
pinball
hard, so it
machine.
already had like momentum, and it just kind of bounced. It was like, and like,
That is some serious kinetic energy.
Yeah.
yes, like serious kinetic energy. So much so that probably when it hit the street, it broke.
It probably shattered. Yeah.
Right, yeah. But finally when it hits the street, it broke.
Interesting. Okay.
A few seconds later,
Okay.
somebody go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Is that going to be Argyle?
Yeah.
You are surprised when a shimmery kind of almost hole starts to appear. But it is
Initiative.
70 feet from your current location.
Ah. Let's see.
So,
Man, if only Solus was here.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's what that means. You don't know, obviously, if you're going to get to it or not. But you can try. You can sprint. Because you know that a round is 6 seconds, right? Or 10 seconds, sorry. Round's 10 seconds. You can move. If you sprint, you can actually move, I think, 4 times your speed. You're outside, so remember, it's yards, not feet.
Oh, well, if we're outside anywhere, we're easily going to make 60, 70 feet.
So, what is everybody doing? Are you sprinting?
Argyle's taking off.
Also, here's the thing. You're all invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Trying not to sprint into each other.
Yeah, is anybody saying anything? Is anybody
No.
doing anything? So Argyle's
Everyone
just
hold hands together in a chain and run forward.
Argyle's just going.
going. So we know Argyle's running.
He's going and he's hugging he's going in the least. So he's hugging. He's running as close to he's not making a big arc. He's following the curvature of the shield, so he's taking the least amount of time to get there.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Mhm.
So Argyle takes off. Obviously nobody sees that. What is Thiwar doing?
Yeah, Thiwar's going to. Thiwar's just gonna run straight for it, but I'm gonna like snap on my way while running. It's like
Okay,
some little sound.
So Thiwar's kind of going like this. He's kind of making
Actually,
a snapping noise.
Here's the thing. Argyle's got armor.
Yeah, Argyle running, it probably does sound like so I'm gonna imagine everybody fucking knows where Argyle is. Because I'm gonna imagine Argyle is huffing, puffing, and like because he's got a hammer.
No, I don't think he brought the.
He doesn't have the hammer, but he's got his sword. He's probably got a gun back there.
Yeah,
his shit's rattling in his pack for sure. So yeah, you can hear Argyle. Now Thiwar doesn't really have a lot, so Thiwar's kind of trying to make a little snappy sound. What about Guthix? What is Guthix doing? Is he even running or doing, trying to make it?
Guthix believes that he doesn't have to. he's going to use his full movement going at like a normal pace. And so I imagine, like, if something's coming out, it's going to take more than 6 seconds for
Or
sure.
10 seconds.
Or yeah, or, I don't think I have to hurry.
Unless it goes. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
All right, so
If so.
Guthix is not. He's going like his regular movement. Then he's not.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not. He's not like
running.
booking. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Drake Tungsten. What the hell is Drake Tungsten doing? Let's see.
I can imagine Timmy and them they're up there, and they can probably see footprints and dust coming off of where people are running, and they could probably tell where people are.
I don't know. I mean, from the rooftops.
From the roof, yeah, that's
you
pretty
were looking down on the
far.
street.
That's pretty far away. Even with good halfling eyes, that might be pretty far for that. If they had some if they had some goggles or like a scope or something like that, then they'd have a little bit better, but they probably can't see where you are. So Drake is definitely not going to make any noise, and he is just gonna he's also gonna just huff it. So
I just get this image of Thiwar, just and he's going down like a Broadway show. He's just
all three of you go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh.
So, you're going. Thiwar, like Guthix, is just kind of walking, and like super close to Guthix, he hears this kind of come past him, but like super close. But nobody runs into anyone else, fortunately. And as you make it over to this kind of wavering spot, it finally opens up, and whoo, this big ass giant, almost bug looking. Do I have a kind of a representation that I can show you? I might. Snatcher? Where are you? Here we go. Oh, wait, it's really little.
Oh.
Yeah. So this beast right here comes flying out of the hole. But there is now a hole. It looks like it's only for a split second it's going to go back to full force field.
Yeah, he's going.
Is everybody going?
He's going. He's
Guess
going to
so.
go for it. He's
It's,
He's going for it.
It's
Absolutely.
that tight.
All right.
Yep.
Argyle, Drake, Thiwar, and Guthix, they charge in through the hole, still invisible. And next time, on Up, Up, and Away, inside...
do we actually make it in?
Inside the hole.
Yeah, you make it in the force field.
Okay.
Inside the force field. The only way you wouldn't have made it is if somebody would have collided with somebody else, which almost happened, but not quite. if you had both rolled because that's what I was doing.
Same number.
Same
Ah,
number, I was giving you like
I
some
see. I
chance,
got it.
and if you had rolled the same number, you might have had a little collision and lost your
Lost momentum.
invisibility and possibly lost your chance to get inside. But that did not happen. And now you got this motherfucker's out here, out in the big old snatcher. But next time, inside the field, what will you find? Remember, the field is like a mile. So, like,
Yeah.
within the field somewhere is this ship. The ship is not a mile big. The ship is not that big. Not even close.
So
So we
not
gotta
even
find it.
it's not even been an hour or two since Astra told us to call her.
Before
Right?
I mean,
Before we
Come on.
do our assault. Oops.
has she been with us the entire time and not learned how we operate?
I'm telling you, she hung up and said, "They're not going to call."
Timmy's
not
gonna be
calling
like,
back.
Astra, you there? Yeah, I got some bad news.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Sin Snatcher. Now Argyle's like, ooh, I want me one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Sin Snatcher, Sin Invader. What lies at the center of this force field? Inside the ship. Next time you'll find out. Is
Yeah.
Elise in there? You know.
Elise is actually the Syn implant. Argyle has to kill her.
Yeah. uh, I'm sorry, Argyle. They've changed me.
Oh God.
That's like stage 4 in Splatterhouse, a iconic TurboGrafx game. You're supposed to be like rescuing your girlfriend, and you're like in this crazy manner, and then the boss of stage 4, you get to your girlfriend and she's like help me, and then she's like and she turns into this monster and you have to like kill her. And she's not even the last boss, then you gotta keep going through the manor.
Sounds like some Resident Evil type shit.
Oh, it's amazing. Splatterhouse. It's great. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, guys, good game.
Yep.
Next time you're
Progress made.
yeah, next time you're in there. You're in there.
Yep.
Like swimwear.
So that should be interesting to see that. We have Save
weekend?
Hell. Yeah, Save
Yep.
Hell coming up. We are playing and recording what will be episodes 6 and 7, I think.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Right? 6 and 7. To have those up, and then the next week episode 5 will be up, and then, keep rolling on like that. It's been fun so far. I'm excited to play that again. And yeah.
Wish I'll wait till Archdemeptal Garrett shows up.
Oh man. That's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah.
Archimethil
And Steve, I will work
So-
on the transition cuts.
So
Oh,
are
cool.
Yeah. So actually, since next Wednesday is the last Wednesday of the month, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna implement our new thing in this month or next month?
Next week really is the last week of the month, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Like
I don't
today's
know.
the
What do you
19th.
think? Right. The 26th. So what Dan is talking about is we've decided to implement Mega Dungeon for the last Wednesday of every month. so that we can get in some regular mega dungeoning and also maybe have some guests. So I don't know. I don't know. Mega dungeon that's next time or not? What do you guys think?
Honestly, it has been so long since I have played Mega Dungeon. I would have no clue what is going on.
But that's the thing, you don't
That's
need
Which
to.
is kind of interesting in its own way. Like I would come back and be learning. Are you guys still in the first dungeon that we were mapping out?
No.
No,
Technically, they're in a
Technically.
dungeon just below that one.
dungeon adjacent.
But they didn't finish the first dungeon.
It would be goddamn hilarious because we stopped the last mega dungeon in the middle of the dungeon. That if we just came across John down there,
John's just down there. I mean, that's probably how it would be. Oh, hey. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of doesn't matter because it's Mega Dungeon, so it can
Yeah.
be whatever is
Well, let's
whatever.
see
Whatever you
something
want
here.
it to be.
So March, if I'm looking at this, so actually it's the same amount of. So yeah.
I guess it just depends on the real question is obviously where we left off with up and away. Do we want to play up and away next week just because we're like you guys are in the
Yeah.
field and it's like, you're ready to go and then we'll implement Mega Dungeon for next month. And that way we have a lot of leeway and we have a lot of time so that if we want to have like let's say Country Fried Minis or whatever come in and play like a henchman like we did last time, we got plenty of time to be like, hey man, you want to come and do this?
Yeah, that's true. I guess check in with him and anyone else that might be interested in joining us.
Yeah. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
we'll do then. Maybe we'll go ahead and play up and away next week, assuming everybody's with us, assuming everything's
Right.
cool. And then next month we'll start to put the Mega Dungeon in rotation. The last Wednesday of every month. Look for it. Mega Dungeon. Mega
Cool.
Dungeon.
Mega Dungeon.
Mega dungeon.
There is like more of that song, and there is like a little bit of it where the guy's like, Mega Dungeon.
Oh, I gotta hear that.
There's a
should,
bunch of
you
little
should make-
remixes and shit.
You should make that the outros.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I don't know if I was telling.
Maybe throw it up on one of the social medias, just the whole thing. Just throw the whole song up on somewhere.
I have to replace the tuners on my guitar because one of the plastic tuning peg things snapped. But I have new tuners to repair my acoustic guitar. Once I repair my acoustic guitar, what I've been thinking about, I would like to make an alternate Save Hell song for possibly ending or possibly games that maybe have a different theme or a different tone, I guess, maybe a more somber tone. And I've been thinking about recording my own version like of that song, but doing it in the style of Johnny Cash
Oh God.
and doing it in like save hell, save the multiverse, break the chains. Right?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Like that. So I gotta fix my guitar, but I've been thinking about recording a version of the Save Hell song. I thought it'd be fun.
Cool.
Anyway, smash like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the YouTube, blah 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 blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Anything else you guys can think of before we sign off?
Until
Till
next time.
All right. Well, we've been the Dicks in the Dark, and we will see you guys later.
Boats and rocket ships, we're taking off on a cosmic trip. With every beat, our spirits live. In this universe, we'll
So, Steve, whenever I actually turn my back and I'm still in this chair,